Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world of Lions Rugby. Welcome to the Lions Rugby podcast. This is episode number 14 of this first season, and I'm recording from a very cold and very wet Johannesburg in South Africa. Right, so our main focus will be the Lions' upcoming match this weekend in the URC versus Leinster in Dublin. Nou ja, ek dink ons almal weet dit gaan 'n baie taaf wedstryd wees en ons gaan bietjie kyk na al die aspekte van die wedstryd. Voor ons by die wedstryd self kom, just a few admin points. Firstly, they are playing at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin, and as we saw this past weekend against Toulon, it's going to be a tough environment for the Lions to go and play, but I think a good test. Ek dink dis hoogtyd dat die Leeu's weer, ons het nou 'n hele klomp wedstryde tuis gespeel by Ellis Park, en is goed dat ons onsself gaan meet oor see teen een van die topspanne. So this Saturday at 6:30 South African time, that match will be played. The referee is Holly Davidson, for which I'm very thankful for. I think she's a great referee. So I'm looking forward to that and good refereeing. Net kortliks en in die algemeen oor Leinster. Hulle is baie duidelik 'n goeie span. Very well balanced. And if you watch this past weekend's EPCR semi-final against Toulon, it was not exactly the same side that lost against Benetton the week before that. There were some shuffles made from the one match to the next one. Obviously, they played the strongest possible team against Toulon. But it's interesting because they also played some of their top players against Benetton. Just in terms of Leinster's general play, they are very attacking team. They don't kick that much. I think they kick fewer balls than the Lions. They seem to be quite fit, although against Toulon in the last 10 minutes they were vulnerable, whether it was the fact that they had a lot of bench players on or whether it was fitness. We don't really know, but then again, Toulon also is a very good side. They love attacking wide and quick. They're a very direct attacking team. They love the inside pass. So we'll have a look at Leinster's game plan, their strengths, their weaknesses, and we'll take it from there. In terms of Leinster's line-outs, when they have defensive lineouts, in other words, the other team throws in, then they very rarely compete. Leinster hou daarvan om eerder die span te probeer sack, of as hulle nie kan sack nie, dadelik by die kantlyn te probeer uitstoot. So hulle is nie groot op compete in die lug noodwendig nie. And the attacking lineouts are very straightforward. Hulle gooi voor of agter en dis basies dit. They kind of a no frills team in that sense. I think Leinster's got two really big pillars that they build their game plan on. The one is the way that they attack. They attack very strong and direct. This it's kind of like Connacht, when Connacht is on song. They play like that. So they very often attack the channel around the number 10. That's where they go to. If they go further than that, then they take the ball out very quick, very wide. They've got two amazing wingers in Tommy O'Brien and Rico Ioane. We'll talk about them a little bit later. So Leinster hou daarvan om baie direk daai eerste kanaal aan te val of om die bal wyd te vat. When they do kick, their follow-ups or the pressure on the receiver is very good. And now we come to, let's just talk about their rucks quickly. It's interesting that at their rucks, whether it's defensive, especially defensive rucks, they hardly commit any players there. When they have attacking rucks, they'll have one or two players at most there, but they like to keep their players available on the outside to attack with quick ball. Hulle scrums is redelik goed. Dit is my bietjie moeilik om hulle te assesseer teen Toulon. Ek dink ou gaan 'n beter prentjie kry teen die Lions. I think the Lions have probably got a bit of a stronger scrum at the moment than Toulon, but I think it will be fairly even come scrum time. Then I think the most important part of Leinster's general game plan, Leinster se verdediging is ongelooflik goed. They have a line that pushes up very, very quickly, very controlled, but they also have one or two players that shoots up from the line. Gewoonlik sal hulle uh, die tweede of die derde speler in die verdedigende lyn sal opskiet, maar ook dalk die buitesenter of die vleuel skiet baie vinnig om op to actually close the attacking line of the opponents. So and I think that's probably the strongest point is the shoot up defense, that they absolutely smother the opponent's attack plans. In terms of possible weaknesses, ek dink nie Leinster het veel swakpunte nie, alhoewel hulle die vorige week teen Benetton verloor het. So it makes it quite interesting. Ek dink as hulle die dag nie klik nie, dan raak dinge bietjie de mekaar vir hulle. But it's going to depend on the actual team that they select. Now, personally, I don't think that I think they're going to select the strongest possible team for this match against the Lions. They're lying fourth with the same amount of points as the Lions, and they would love to stay in the top four, obviously, so that they can at least get a home quarterfinal. En as hulle kan beter doen, dan kan hulle selfs verder kyk as dit in terme van tuis semifinaal of finaal. But it's gonna. I think the one thing that's playing against Leinster at the moment is possible fatigue. They've had a bunch of matches in a row now. So the one positive for them is that this is a home match. But I think fatigue and maybe some injuries might play a role at the end of the day. If their bench in the last 10 to 15 minutes don't play the same level of rugby than the starting 15, then they also might have a problem. I think the Lions 23 at the moment is one of the best. Our bench, the 23 is just an absolute unit for the Lions at the moment. Something else, iets anders van Leinster wat nie fantasties is nie, is hulle losgemale, the mauls. They didn't use it very often. When they used it, they were stopped by Toulon, and it wasn't really an effective weapon that they could use. And as I said, possibly in the last 10 to 15 minutes, with regards to their whole team, if fatigue and fitness is going to catch up to them, I think that's where the Lions would have the upper hand at this stage. Dan kan ons miskien net praat oor 'n paar van hulle spelers. Natuurlik hulle kaptein Jamison Gibson Park op nommer 9 wat ook Ierland se skramskakel is. He's the absolute driving force and I don't want to say the brains because I'm sure they're all clever, but he's such a playmaker, he's such a good decision maker. So as Jamison Gibson Park 'n goeie game het, dan gaan dit baie moeilik wees. Tommy O'Brien en die ander vleuel Rico Ioane, they are two fantastic ballers. They don't have fear when it comes to defense. They absolutely relish attacking and getting involved in the game. And of course, number 7, Josh van der Vliet, the flank. What an amazing player. He had such an influence in the match against Toulon. So verder van my kant af, dit gaan 'n tawwe match wees vir die Lions. Maar soos ek gesê het vroeër, dis goed dat die Lions getoets word, want as ons wil aanspraak maak daarop om verder deur te gaan na die kwart eind semifinaal en dan hopelik 'n finaal, dan moet ons die sterk Europese spanne tuis kan klop op hulle tuisbodem. En hierdie gaan 'n baie goeie toets wees vir ons, want ons weet tot dusver hierdie seisoen het ons nog nie goed getoer oor see nie. So ek dink vir die afrigtingspan en vir die spelers gaan hierdie 'n goeie barometer wees van waar hulle staan in daai sin. Ek dink die Lions kan dit absoluut doen. Ek sal weer 'n vinnige video hê as albei spanne bekend gemaak is. Ek dink nie die Lions gaan veel veranderinge maak nie. Ek dink JC Pretorius mag dalk starting line-up kom. Soos ek in die ander video gesê het, 'n bietjie teleurgestel dat Renzo Du Plessis en Kelly Mpeku nie in die touring squad is nie. Maar nou ja, dit is wat dit is. Daar's baie kompetisie in die span op die oomblik en ons wens hulle almal baie sterkte toe. Die spelers asook die hele afrigtingsspan en almal wat betrokke is daarbey. Dis nou nog net 'n paar dae en dan is dit 'n groot rugbydag vir die Lions en ons as ondersteuners. Ons praat weer. Cheers.